Hello, I'm Svitek, 360 Creative Coach. In this episode, I want to give you some ways that you can earn some money for old equipment of yours that you're no longer using. Now, before I get into it, I would like to take the opportunity to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. That way you get all the various lessons and episodes that I put out right when I put them out. Thank you if you just did, and thank you if you already were. It truly does mean a lot to me, as I hope it does to you. So, let's talk about this, right? It's not the catchiest phrase yet, but I thought of something of like spring cleaning equals summer cash, right? Or summer stash, whatever you want to kind of term it in that way. And that's because we all, whether we want to admit it or not, have stuff in our house that we just don't use. And it's just laying around. And instead of it just laying around, make some money off of it, right? Might not be a lot of money, but at least it's something, right? And so, I've been doing that, and some things have been selling for like 5, 10, 20 bucks. Others I can sell for 500, of old, the 500 being like old video equipment that I no longer use and so forth. And the places that I use to do this, so if you're trading something in, right, meaning you have old equipment that still might be worth something, you can look at MPB. So that's MarthaPhilBernard.com. MPB.com. You can request a quote. You just type in the equipment that you have, and they'll give you an estimate of what they would buy your equipment for. A trade-in, as they call it. You can do the same thing with Adorama and K-E-H. I don't know if that's how exactly you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to go with it. By the way, all of this is in the description box, so that way you don't have to write this down. You can just click into the description box. So these are the trade-in programs, meaning these are companies that are resellers for used equipment, and you can just give them that stuff. You'll get a quote, and hopefully you'll get money, right? Most times you'll get money. The thing about them is it's like I utilize some of them because I know it's a guarantee to get some money. But I also know that you're not going to get the same price as if you sold it to somebody else, right? Because at the end of the day, they're marking it down of what they can sell it for because they need to make a profit on it, right? So, let's say like a Blackmagic pocket camera, the original one sells for like $700 or $750. You'll probably make like $550 on that. So, it's up to you to kind of consider. I recently did that simply because I just know no one in particular, like I put it up on other places, and I'm going to talk about those in a minute, but people weren't just biting. So I was like, you know what, let me, I have a bird in the hand type of thing, with this trade-in. So let me just go for that. I've tried to sell it long enough through these other platforms, so let me just get the money, and that's something, right? But you might not want that. You might not actually have the patience to wait and find a buyer for the thing that you're doing. So OfferUp, it's an app, as well as Facebook Marketplace. Those two, to me, are fantastic. I don't know about Craigslist. I know still exists and whatnot, but I just feel like in this day and age, nobody goes on Craigslist, and the stuff that I've checked to try to buy used gear that I was interested in, it seems so shady. So I don't know, I've never had good luck with it. So OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace are two of the places that you get a good number of eyeballs on it and can actually sell it. So those are the places I would recommend to you to check out. And it's as simple as that, right? Just take some decent photos. You want to put in some good description and start selling. And however much you make, at least it's not sitting in your closet just collecting dust, right? And you can use that money for your next creative ventures. Certainly what I'm doing, right? So thank you for taking the time to tune in. I appreciate you. If you have any questions or thoughts of your own, please share them down in the comments section or hit me up on social media at Svitek. I would love to converse. Likewise, if you think this episode might be of benefit to somebody in your life, please share it with them. Also, before I let you go, I do have an Indiegogo campaign up for a feature that I'm working on. It would mean the world to me if you at least checked it out, shared it, and if you'd be so kind as to contribute, I would be so grateful. The link is in the description box. Very easy to get to, but enough out of me. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.